Okay, we are live on recording. Alright, so Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Okay, first and foremost apa yang saya nak beritahu adalah first of all, I'm happy and I'm glad and congratulations to all of you and our effort as well, because officially last week we have on Monday we have finished our syllabus together. So now we're going to move on. We're going to shift on different gear. All right. So that's why starting from last week and this week and weeks ahead. So we're going to work much harder than what we have done before. All right. So before we start our engine, I think it is important for me to realign what you need to do and realign your focus and also realign your effort. Okay, so maybe I'm not so sure the method of your learning before, the method of you how you study before. Okay, when I do make yeah, when I do make several phone calls to your friend, yeah, you can ask your friends. Several of them receiving my loving phone calls. Bear in mind whenever I call you, it's not that I want to torture you. It's not that I want to try put pressure on you. No, it is my main intention. I want to give I want to comfort you guys. I want to show to you guys my support. Okay, it is also telling you guys that I'm always with all of you. Okay, so the purpose of my upon my several calls last week, what I found out is that most of you did not learn it correctly. So you think you've done enough, you think you have done what you need to be done, but actually you are doing it all way wrong from the beginning, from the beginning. Kan? So actually, this is what my highest encouragement, what you should be doing and how you should study. Okay, for especially for biology. Um, since my for all of my classes, I already delivered you guys a video. I provide you guys with video, so you guys have a big advantages whereby you can play the video all over and over again. Okay, so but I don't also mean that you need to play all the video entirely. All right, means for the whole duration of 1 hour too, you need to play all back to back. No, no, that's not what I mean. What I mean is that maybe some part of the explanation you do not understand it quite a bit at the first glance, so you can just always replay that part of the explanation. You guys can digest the information better. Okay, so there's my first point telling you how you should study, i.e. by you can play the video several times, okay, on the especially on the certain parts that you did not get it right at the first time, or you didn't understand at the first listening. Okay, what you should not do is that where most of my students did is tengok video tu sekali macam tengok wayang, dah lepas. So memanglah tak dapat. Okay, this thing is not easy. I mean, this thing is not like learning how to build a Lego. This is not how you build completing a puzzle. It's not how like you learning how to draw a circle. No, this thing needs to a better understanding, a deep comprehension of the words by words that I'm trying to tell you. Okay, so that is number one. You need to that's why I always use the term study the video. Never that I use the word watch the video. No, I use the term watch the video is only to say to you guys, I mean to bukan insert macam perday korang. Do not watch the video. Study the video. Okay. So my first message is study the video. My second message is that whenever you're studying the video, do not just study by looking at the video. No, maybe I've in the very beginning I've forgotten to strengthen this one important point. You must need to print out the lecture notes at the first hand. Why I say you need to have to print out the lecture notes? Okay, maybe you're going to cakap, sir, macam bazir kertas je nak ada, kena print out. Kita nak ada kat handphone, kita nak canggih ni, saya kita orang ada dekat handphone, dekat tablet lah, iPad, dekat komputer. Yes, you do have all of that, but it is not the same. Trust me, I also been going through this phase of learning as well, and I experienced both of the worlds. I still do prefer that my students print out their lecture notes. Okay, have it in the hard copy. Saya tak tunjuk kat depan ni. Yeah. So have it in the hard copy with you. So whenever you are still studying the video that I've sent to you guys in my channel, in my YouTube channel, whilst you are studying the video, again, I do not use the word watch. Okay, whilst you are studying the video, make an extra notes on your printed version of notes. So what you will end up with, that the notes that you have in front of you in the hard copy version, that is your sole solid complete notes. Okay, complete notes in terms of the version corresponded to the video. But I'm going to add up the notes that you have in your hand is not 100% complete. How to make it complete? Again, you need to do a reference, you need to do extra readings, you need to refer to major references. When I say major references tu, bukanlah major kerusi ni. No, major references, main references is of course buku Campbell. Okay, if you do not have the hard copy of the Campbell book with you, it's not a big problem. You guys can always I think you can find the maybe I can even provide some part of the soft copy of the version, or you can just Google it up, or you can just look from the cross references on the internet. So that is how you should learn. So that is my point number 2. Print out, okay, and do a cross study with the video. All right. So, and number 3, you also need to test yourself. Okay. The process of learning is always need to comes with several repetitions. Repetitions is how do you learn. Okay. If you don't believe me, or you think seni start mula mamba mengarut you nak tabur falsafah falsampah. No, remember yourself. How do you start to learn to walk when you're infant? Is through several repetitions. You fall, you stumble, you pick it up again, you walk again until you finally can run. Okay, and you can, and now you can even run from me, run from the classes. That's another learning of running. Okay, so again, my point is that repetition is important. Repetition is what makes you learn. Okay, so when I say repetition, does not also mean oh repeat. So maknanya saya kena salin nota ni repeat 5 kali ke? Tak. That is the with pardon, I'm going to use this harsh word. That is the stupid way how you're going to learn. The clever way how you're going to learn is through several repetitions by various types of repetitions. What are the repetitions? Repetition number 1, looking, I mean what studying the video. Repetition number 2, you are reading the notes in front of you. This repetition number 2. And repetition number 3 is that you're jotting down some important points onto the hard copy of the paper. So that is the repetition number 3. And then you're also going to test yourself, i.e. by completing the apa ni, MCQ questions, the knowledge booster questions, and also the quizzes questions that I sent to you guys. Hope dah buat lah. And also quizzes dengan Kahoot saya belum buat lagi kot. And also soon, later, I mean on do expect on the following weeks, I will ask you guys to make short videos explaining some certain areas in the lecture, sorry, in the lecture, from the lecture notes. Okay, so there is also repetitions as well. Okay, so that is how you should actually learn and study for bio. And last but not least, of course, on certain part or subchapter that you do not still cannot grasp the information, please don't feel embarrassed or don't hesitate. Ask it in the group. Why in the group? I mean, in our class group, because so that when I fix the problem, when I do the explanation, the others can benefits as well. Okay, so itu kira mukadimah awal lah for our class today, because I know I'm going to record this video and I want the other classes to benefit the same points as well. So I hope after this we have long more weeks ahead. Now we are on week 14, so we have week 14, 16, blah blah blah, and nanti comes your raya and everything, and after that, so you also going to have your study week, which I'm not going to show as the function for you guys because your examination will be another 1 month ahead, or 1 month plus weeks ahead. So so my point is that that is how you should change the way of how you learn bio. Okay, this would not be the same. This would not be directly applicable for other subject. Why I'm saying this? Because your other subjects may do not have the same material that I already gave you. But in my case, this is what you should be practicing. Alright. So another thing is that saya dah print tadi. Ni depan ni. Another thing is that I want to later I'm going to share this marks allocation. I mean jadual penentu ujian, but I cannot share the hard copy with you guys. But I can explain it to you guys the marks distribution. Marks distribution tu ni saya tunjuk seringas a quick glimpse lah. Jeng 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 bla 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 macam tu. Okay. So what you should also aware is that marks allocation is not the same for each chapter. Okay, chapter yang paling banyak dapat marks allocation is ecology. This chapter 2. Nampak macam senang, nampak macam simple kan? But marks allocation is the highest. Out of total 80 marks from your PSPM paper nanti on somewhere in June, saya lupa tarikhnya bila on June tu, out of 80 markah tu 11.9, I mean there's 12 marks would come from ecology. So having said this, it is highly likely from ecology it may comes out an essay. Essay? Yeah, it could be an essay. I mean maybe a short essay comes out from this chapter. And the format of your PSPM paper later, there is no MCQ. Okay, then you can tanya saya, sir, buat apa kita buat latihan MCQ kejap lagi ni? Discuss MCQ kejap lagi ni. This discussion untuk strengthen your understanding sahajalah. So the format of the paper would be like the knowledge booster, i.e. all the structured questions. Okay, so structured questions can have for each question can have 1 mark. I mean 1 mark kalau tanya soalan simple, 2 marks for slightly complicated or explaining a question, 3 marks, or 4 marks. 4 marks and above, that will be a short essay. Okay, so do expect that. Okay, another chapter that would bear a large marks as well are variation 8.9, that is 9 markah lah, biocatalysis 8.9, cellular respiration 8.9, and the second last the 2 last chapters, coordination and immunity 8.9 and 8.9. Yang tengah-tengah lain tu 5.9 sahaja. Okay, so you guys dah boleh dapat agak lah pemberat dia. So I repeat, the chapter that you need to put more efforts are on ecology, variation, biocatalysis, cellular respiration, coordination and immunity. 6 out of 11. Okay, and for biodiversity, tak payah belajar. I mean bukan tak payah belajar, I mean tak ada dalam PSPM. Alright, so tak payah nak struggle for biodiversity. Itu satu lagi teknik yang tak betul lah. That's why I also don't have the big video for biodiversity as well. Okay, so end of the part 1, not end of our session, end of part 1, I mean for this our class session today. So yang itu things that you need to follow and things that you need to adhere to. Okay, so now Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. We are moving to the second part. Saya nak discuss your answers for mana buku saya? Ni depan ni. For your MCQ. Soalan MCQ. Sebab I think for knowledge booster awal hari tu kita dah bincangkan, nampak memang dah bertanda dah pun. Okay, so there are 20 questions. I'm going to look through perhaps one by one for one question each from one student, insyaAllah. Kejap saya besarkan. Macam muka saya besar ni. Dia tak besar pula. Okay, saya kena zoom manually macam ni. Wait ya. Oh, ini betul lah. Okay, macam ni cara dia. Oops. Okay, so this is from siapa tadi? Hakemi. Kimi, this is from you. Okay, Hakemi. Hakemi, are you here? Hakemi, are you here? Oh, Hakemi. Ada 16, ada 2 orang lagi tak masuk. Antara salah satunya Hakimi lah kot. Sekejap saya pergi usah sekejap. Okay, tak apa, nanti kita akan dapat juga. Okay. Question number one, the organisms that capture, sekejap saya kasih alih ni dulu. The organisms that capture the energy from the sun, okay, from the sun and then provide all the energy to all other tropics are known as producers. Okay, this is very simple. Jawapan dia B sebab kita tahu yang apa ni, capture energy daripada sun and provide, kalau sun je mesti adalah producer. Very simple. Tak mencabar minda langsung lah untuk korang. Okay, alright. And then question number 2. Mana question number 2 ni siapa? From who? Max. Max, are you here, Max? Max, you are here, right?
Mike Jerosa.
Oh, Madrasah. Okay. Wait. Ni korang cek jawapan dekat mana? Saya dah bagi hari tu
Awal tahun.
Apa tu? But do you have the answer for all of the chapters for this one? Tak kan? Saya hanya bagi satu chapter kan? Okay. Alright. So, tapi hari tu saya cuma bagi jawapan, saya boleh sempat bincang. So, now kita bincanglah sikit demi sedikit. Okay. Which of the following is not true? Okay. Organisms that obtain energy from light are called phototrophs. Betul, tak ada masalah. Organisms that obtain energy chemicals are called chemotrophs. Pun betul, tak ada masalah. Chemical, we call it chemotrophs. Organisms that need only CO2 in some forms of carbon source are called autotroph. Betul lah, sama juga macam yang buat photosynthesis tu kan. Okay, then comes this Rhodobacter sp. Then korang akan tanya saya, so mana kita pernah belajar Rhodobacter in our syllabus dalam our list of microorganism ni? Tak ada pun. Okay, but relax, tenang. Bukan itu yang dia nak uji. Apa yang nak uji adalah, dia cuma Rhodobacter sp is an example of chemoheterotroph. Here is the keyword. So dia dah bagi the first statement, heterotroph organism. Lepas tu dia tambah lagi, when they obtain energy from light and carbon from organic compounds. Nampak? Apa ni, statement kat sini dah contradict. Tadi dia kata chemoheterotroph, now dia cakap pasal light. So, you dah tahu dah kat sini there's something wrong. So, sure lah inilah jawapan dia. So again, during your examination, katalah dibagi bukan soalan objektif macam saya itu kan, tak ada soalan objektif. Katalah dibagi, dia test you guys dengan contoh certain example ataupun dan sebagainya. Tak kisahlah, sometimes you hafal ataupun tak hafal, you tahu name of the organisms itu ataupun tak. What is important is the statement that comes right after it. So kena fahamkan statement tersebut. Okay, then next question. This one come from Wafi. Sorry. Okay, question number 3. Mana number 3 ke Wafi? Okay. What makes up ecological community? Okay, community. So, community ni terms yang sudah selalu confused lah between community dengan satu lagi atas dia tu ecosystem. So orang selalu confuse antara ecosystem dan community. Community ni macam kalau dalam bahasa kita pun lah, community ni adalah komuniti masyarakat tu. So bila kita kata komuniti masyarakat tu, dia tidak lagi involve apa ni, living organism dengan abiotic dengan abiotic. Ni hanyalah community, hanya berkenaan dengan benda hidup sahaja. So bila benda hidup saja is what we mean by all of the species that present in that area. Maksudnya community ni adalah, kata dekat kawasan tasik, dekat tasik tu, apakah semua jenis spesies benda hidup, semua jenis apa ni, populasi benda hidup yang ada dekat situ. Sebab tu ayat dia, all populations that live together in a particular area. Okay, I'm going to help you guys showing you these notes. Mana 2.1? Okay, this one. Okay, so this is what is meant by community. Okay, you start with organism. Abaikan yang abang kacak bawah tu lah. Organism tu bukan seekor, maknanya satu particular organism. Population tu adalah macam in this example is the organism is the crocodile. Buaya darat, buaya di atas darat kan. Okay, populationnya adalah berekor-ekor. I mean banyaklah populasi of buaya tersebut. Okay, but when we look at this circle of community, we include the population of this crocodile, population of these birds, that birds, I mean hogs, and other fish, and other turtle, semua tu lah So that is community. Then a larger circle of that is ecosystem. When we speak of ecosystem, it is the interaction between ni benda hidup ni, semua community ni, dan benda bukan hidupnya. What is the benda bukan hidupnya? The abiotic componentnya adalah air, water, soil, I mean the terrestrial. So semua itulah hydrosphere, atmosphere dan lithosphere. Tiga-tiga benda tu. So um that is ecosystem. Alright, question number 4. Kita tengok Alia. Mana number 4? Okay. Allah Akbar, sorry. Number 4. Okay, to cycle nutrients. Soalan ni tricky sikit. Jujur ni kan. Okay, this question masa saya mula buat, saya pun tersilap, saya terjawab C. Lepas tu saya kira balik, dia kata minimum. Paling, okay, soalan ni bunyi macam ni. The cycle to cycle nutrients, maknanya untuk kita akan nutrient ni minimum, apakah benda yang paling minimum ekosistem tu perlu ada? Paling minimum apa yang ada? Okay, so jawapan dia, okay, kalau you jawab A, producer, hanya ada producer sahaja yang produce. Boleh ke nutrient tu untuk dicyclekan? So jawapan ni tak boleh lah. Siapa nak uraikan dia? Maksud cycle cycle nutrients ni adalah when kita ambil satu nutrient lah, for example carbon. So bila carbon tu dihasilkan dalam bentuk sugar, okay, so producer hasilkan. Siapa nak return the carbon to the soil or to the environment? Tak ada. So sebab tu jawapan A tu tak boleh. So when we look at B, producers and decomposers. So bila ada producer and ada decomposer, dah boleh lengkap dah untuk cyclekan nutrient terbalik. Maknanya daripada pokok tu, katalah pokok tu mati, ataupun daripada buah tu mati, it will be decomposed. So the decomposers ni akan return CO2 tu, which is the carbon, to the atmosphere. Nampak? So dah boleh itulah minimum requirement untuk cycle the nutrient dalam satu ekosistem. Okay. So C and D ni adalah lebih kompleks lah. Ini memang dia akan betul lah boleh cycle nutrient tu. Betul ke kata so biar proses mesti ada yang primary consumer makan, lepas tu dah decompose. Betul, tapi itu tak minimum pun. Maknanya dengan hanya ada proses, ada decomposer, sudah cukup untuk cycle the nutrient. Macam minimalis gitu kan. Alright. So question number 5, kita tengok Dayang Amira now. Mana number 5 dia? Okay, number 5 ke atas ni. Okay. The following statement is true about ecosystem except kecuali ecosystem is made up of living and non-living organism. So tapi dekat sini dia ada double statement dekat sini ya. Semua ni betul kecuali. So ini adalah betul. Okay. Alright. Mari nak cari benda yang salah lah kan. Alright. Each ecosystem requires an energy input. Betul lah, sebab kalau tak ada energy input, macam nak create the ecosystem? Contohnya tak ada sunlight, macam mana nak energy itu digunakan kan? I mean diperlukan. Biotic components consist of producers, consumers and decomposer. Betul lah, biotic ni benda yang hidup. The last consumer gets highest energy. Salah, sebab last consumer tu always gets the least energy. So after energy telah lost to the environment dan sebagainya. Okay, so number 5 is D. Very simple. Okay, and then number 6 kita tengok Adeline Wena pula. Number 6. Mana copy number 6 Adeline? Number 6. Okay. Okay, communities are composed of soalan banyak kali dah ulang pasal community sebenarnya. So community tu terdiri daripada apa? All of the communities of all the different populations that live together within an area. Okay, number 6. Sekejap saya cek number 6. Okay. All of, dia tanya community tu terdiri daripada apa? Takkanlah all of the community. Bukanlah. Macam community terdiri daripada apa? Terdiri daripada apa? Semua community lain. Kan tak betul? Nampak ayat tu. Macam okay, saya permudahkan lagi ayat ni. Apakah itu community? Community terdiri daripada community lain. Kan tak tak logik kat situ. Mestilah yang one stage lower daripada dia kan. All of the ecosystems within the biosphere. Oh, kalau cerita biosphere ni dah nak masuk ke level biome dah. Bukan. All of the populations of all the different species that live together within an area. Betul, macam kita tengok contoh buaya darat tadi tu kan, buaya yang dekat atas tanah tu. So itu satu organism. Lepas tu banyak-banyak buaya tu population. So banyak-banyak population, maknanya population of buaya, population of burung bangau tadi, ada apa helang gambar tadi tu kan, ada population of kura-kura, ikan lah, semua tu, semua itu barulah satu community. Okay. All of the various dispersal patterns of the different species within a given area. Maksudnya nak cakap dekat sini, various dispersal patterns ni, corak taburan apa ni organism dekat satu kawasan tu dengan pelbagai spesies dia. Kita tak cakap pasal pattern dekat sini sekelompok buaya, dekat sini sekelompok burung, dekat sini sekelompok kura-kura. Tak, we don't speak about that for community. Okay. Do I still have time? Yes. Okay, then kita tengok Erika punya jawapan. Erika Sawai. Erika. Mana tadi number 7 and now tadi number 6, now number 7. Okay, which is ataupun are the primary producers? Okay, primary producers ni simple je, siapa yang boleh buat photosynthesis. Okay, so Erika, you have done well. Kita tahu fungi ni dia bukannya apa ni, bukan yang producer sebab dia adalah saprophytic. Saprophytic tu cara dia adalah dia bukan yang autotroph, maknanya dia dapat makanan daripada haiwan, daripada organism lain juga. Zooplankton ni dia adalah yang makan phytoplankton. So phytoplankton yang menjalankan proses fotosintesis. Okay, blue green algae ni dia buat fotosintesis. Ya betul. So jawapannya adalah 3 dan 4. So that's straightforward over there. So kita tengok jawapan Husna for question number 8. Okay. Which of the following could be the decomposer? Siapa kalau jadi decomposer? Alah, bacteria, vertebrates, invertebrates. Jawapannya bacteria lah. Takkanlah vertebrates yang haiwan yang di tulang belakang yang akan buat jadi decomposer pula kan. Pernah kau nampak ikan jadi decomposer? Faham maksud decomposer? Ikan ni makan, dia nguraikan. Tak ada. Okay. So jawapan dia 8A. Alright. And kita tengok Luciana Jyoti, number 8. Okay, so now we look at number 9. Okay, which of the following limits the number of traffic levels in most ecosystems? Okay, when we speak about ecosystem, when we speak about traffic levels ni, kaitan utamanya mesti pasal energi. Dia bukan pasal nutrien. Tak kisah ada banyak nutrien mana sekalipun, makanan banyak mana sekalipun, the energy that could be passed from one traffic level to another traffic level, dia akan lose 90%. So hanya 10% saja available. So again, what we are speaking about is the energy. So jawapan number 9A. This is very straightforward and simple. Dan kita tengok Nisa. Okay. So kalau korang perasan, saya sengajalah untuk start up ni, saya memang sengaja start dengan chapter tu, dan yang saya dah tahu, saya dah bagi jawapan ni and sebenarnya kita dah discuss. So saya cuma nak membiasakan korang dengan jam buat saja dulu. Maknanya share jawapan yang korang dah ada untuk buat, untuk dihantar. So lepas ni korang tahu on the following chapter 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 yang banyak yang kita tak pernah bincang lagi pun, korang akan post your answer dekat dalam jam buat. Yang tu korang akan buat sendirilah jawapan dia dan kita akan semak bersama-sama. So next question is question number 10. Okay, which of the following organisms is incorrectly paired with its trophic level? Mana yang tak betul? Eagle, tertiary consumer. Betul lah. We have producer, we have primary consumer. Contoh producer tu pokok padi. Okay, lepas tu ada tikus. tikus, there's a primary consumer, tikus dimakan oleh ular. Secondary consumer, ular dimakan oleh eagle. Eagle is the tertiary consumer. Then we have the grasshopper, betul, as a primary consumer. This one is slightly trickier for you. Cyanobacteria, primary producer. Ya, yeah, nama dia bakteria, cyanobacteria. Tapi cyanobacteria ni dia boleh buat proses photosynthesis. So dia adalah producer. Zooplankton as a secondary consumer. Nombor 10 saya double check. Okay. Adakah dia secondary consumer? Tidak. Dia adalah primary consumer. Okay. Kenapa kita cakap primary consumer? Sebab zooplankton makan phytoplankton. So zooplankton ni tak boleh makan lagi benda yang lagi bawah pada dia. Maksudnya, okay, bila kita kata you nak kata secondary consumer, maksudnya zooplankton dimakan oleh benda lain, lepas tu baru benda lain tu dimakan oleh zooplankton. Boleh ke? Mana ada, zooplankton ni dah kecil dah, dia hanya boleh makan phytoplankton sahaja. Sebab tu dia adalah always become the primary consumer, bukan producer. Alright. Okay, kita tengok jawapan Syafiqah for question number 11. Mana number 11? Hilang. Dia baru keluar. Number 11. Okay. What is the main cause of increase in carbon dioxide concentration in Earth's atmosphere? Okay. Apa penyebabnya penambahan CO2 dekat atmosfera bumi ni? Increase in worldwide primary production. Primary production ni maksud dia penghasilan macam penanaman pokok atau lebih kurang macam tu lah kot. Primary production ni basically tak ada kaitan pun. I mean dia bukan directly increase in CO2. Increase in worldwide standing crop biomass. Yang ni dia bukannya provide CO2, dia provide oxygen kan. Sebab crop, the burning of larger amounts of wood and fossil fuels. Kita tahu bila pembakaran combustion ni dia akan return CO2 to the environment. So inilah jawapan dia. Okay, increase the amount of infrared radiation absorbed by atmosphere pun tak ada kaitan lah. Alright, so 11 jawapan dia is C, burning of larger amounts of wood and fossil fuels. Fossil fuels ni contohnya macam ni lah, macam kenderaan. Okay, bukan, maksud saya fossil fuel contohnya kenderaan, pembakaran fossil fuel tu dibuat oleh kenderaan. Apa itu fossil fuel? Petroleum. Okay, diesel, that is fossil fuel. Next, tadi 11 kan, kita tengok number 12. 12. Okay, soalan ni terpisah sikit. Which of the following describes the relationships between cow dung and the fungus Mucosphere which grows on it? Okay, dekat sini, dia tulis dekat sini cow dung. Cow dung ni maksudnya najis lembu lah. Tapi kalau dia tulis dung beetle, itu adalah haiwan tau. Dung beetle ni maksudnya kumbang najis tu. So that is dung beetle. Cow dung tu is the material itself. So benda yang jatuh daripada, yang keluar daripada lembu tu lah. Alright. So apa kaitan lembu tu lembu? Apa kaitan najis lembu tu dengan mucosphere yang tumbuh pada najis tersebut? So kita semua sekarang apa yang nak cuba diuji dekat sini adalah macam manakah cara fungus itu, iaitu mucosphere itu makan. So kita tahu dengan secara saprofism. Okey, maknanya secara saprophytic. Saprophytic ni oleh fungus ni, cara dia makan tu adalah dia akan when it settles on the surface of the food yang ataupun organism yang dia nak absorb nutrient itu, so dia settle dekat situ, and then dia akan release digestive enzyme. So bila dia release digestive enzyme tu, so the enzyme will do it works to do the digestion outside of the fungus. Okay, maksud macam mana, saya bagi contoh. Kata dia lah dung beetle lah, cow dung tu. So bila ada fungus tu grow on it, so dia akan secrete enzyme, digestive enzyme. So the organic compound pada dung tersebut, pada najis tersebut akan diuraikan. So apa yang diuraikan? All the nutrients yang masih ada dekat dalam situ lah. Maybe some of the nitrogen ke, the carbon ke, apa sisa-sisa yang ada akan diserap later. Okay. So then dia akan absorb. So itu dah cara saprophytism. So bukan yang parasitism. Kalau parasitism ni dia tidak okey, saya permudahkan untuk korang. Ada yang tanya soalan ke? Tak ada. Saya permudahkan untuk korang dengan baik-baik dengan cara with these different modes of nutrition. Kalau holozoik maksudnya dia telan. Kata dia makanan, dia telan terus. Holozoik ni kira kalau kita ambil kes ni dia kira paling baik lah dan paling rajin lah. Kenapa saya cakap macam tu? Bila dia telan, at least dia usaha sendiri. Dia telan makanan tu dan dia buat digestion tu di dalam badan dia. Maksudnya dia cernakan makanan tu di dalam badan dia dan dia absorb makanan tersebut dalam badan dia. So that is holozoik. Up sikit level daripada situ adalah yang paling bagus sekali autotroph lah. Dia buat makanan sendiri, dia tak kacau orang. Okay, so autotroph buat makanan sendiri. So heterotroph ni terbahagi kepada 3: holozoik, telan, saprophytic yang akan absorb nanti, parasitic. Jadi saya akan explain. So saya explain the first one tadi di bawah heterotroph ni adalah holozoik yang telan. The second one is saprophytic. Saprophytic ni organism tu fungus dia akan grow pada organism yang mati ataupun pada dahan pokok tersebut. Dia at least dia buat juga some effort. Dia secrete digestive enzyme, but the process of digestion itu berlaku di luar badan dia, bukan dekat dalam fungus tu. So the process of digestion tu berlaku di luar badan dia, maknanya pada permukaan makanan tersebut. Dah didigest dekat luar, lepas tu dia baru absorb nutrient tersebut. So dia better sikit lah. Okay. Contoh lain yang mungkin agak menggelikan sikit lah. If you have fungal infection on your foot, sebab tu kau akan rasa sakit. Fungal infection ni maknanya macam yang kadang korang tengok jangkitan fungus lah pada kaki korang kalau korang tak jaga kebersihan sangat tu kan. So akan nampak macam rashes merah-merah sana sini. Itu sebenarnya fungus itu dia buat kerja secret digestive enzyme, dia digest nutrient pada kulit korang tu, lepas tu dia akan absorb. So that is saprophytic. Yang paling tak bagus sekali, panjang sekali adalah parasitism ni. Parasitism ni untuk dapatkan nutrient tu dia terus absorb sahaja. Bukan absorb, dia terus dapatkan sahaja. Contohnya seperti nyamuk. Kalau saya ambil yang mudah, nyamuk ni dia akan sedut, dia akan cucuk kita, dia akan ambil darah kita dan dia terus absorb, dia terus ambil nutrien apa yang di dalam darah tu. Nampak dia paling buat cara pintas lah. Dan parasitism yang lain dibuat oleh bakteria, mikroorganism lain pun banyak buat parasitism. So saya dah long explain about that. Okay, so hope you guys understand. Okay, next is question number 13. Amira Natasha. So we still have time. Alright. Number 13. Mana number 13? 13. Okay. Which of the following, which of the following types of species interaction is incorrectly paired to its effects on the density of the two interacting populations? Okay. Yang ini masa saya baca soalan ni first time sekali pun, saya pun macam confused. Apa soalan ni nak? Apa yang dia nak sebenarnya? Apa yang dia nak cuba peningkan aku ni kan? Okay. Lepas saya baca 2 kali, dia nak cakap pasal interaction. Kalau predation ni betul ke bila one increase, one decrease? Apa one increase, one decrease ni? Maksudnya dalam hubungan predation ini, bila ada satu population naik, satu lagi tu decrease. Betul ke tak betul? Saya explain lagi sekali. Contoh predation ni adalah hubungan mangsa-pemangsa tu lah. Contoh macam apa yang makan rabbit harimau. Okay, we have a tiger and we also have deer. So when the population, so ada population of deer and ada population of tiger. So bila tiger ni keep on makan deer tu, so population tiger tu akan increase, so dapat makanan yang banyak. So population apa yang makin decrease? Deer. So nampak predation ada one increase, one decrease. Tu yang korang kena faham. Next, parasitism. One increase, one decrease. Pun betul juga. Sebab bila when we have more and more of the parasite, apa yang decrease? The prey, yang jadi mangsa parasite tu lah akan decrease sebab dia akan mati. Okay. So mutualism ni, dalam mutualism, this interaction dua-dua untung mah. So bila dua-dua untung, betul lah both increase. Maksudnya contoh ni macam lichen ataupun lichen tu dekat dekat surface of rock tu kan. So bila the fungus grow, the cyanobacteria, the algae pun akan grow juga. So sama-sama increase, sama-sama besar, sama-sama untung. Hahaha. Commensalism ni bila dia kata both increase, tak, dia ada macam your friend tulis kan, one increase, one tak ada apa-apa pun. Tak ada apa-apa. Yes, contohnya um, remora fish on the underneath the shark. So shark tu seketul seekor macam tu je. So yang untung remora fish yang melekat dekat shark tu, daripada seekor jadi 2 ekor, 3 ekor. Number of shark tu tak affected pun. Macam tu. So jawapan dia adalah C. Okay, question number 14, we look at Shafiza. Shafiza, mana 14 kau? Okay. Alright. Shafiza dapat 18/20 ya. Alright. Mana tadi kita nak tengok 14. Okay. Which of the following is least important factor in determining the spread of animals in a habitat? Maksud spread of animals, saya pun soalan ni, yang ni pun saya baca 2 kali juga. Spread of animals. Maknanya taburan haiwan dekat sesuatu habitat tersebut. So, apakah yang paling kurang important? The presence of food in the habitat. Mestilah penting dalam satu tempat tinggal tu. Kalau ada makanan dekat penjuru sana, mestilah banyak habitat dekat sana. Macam tu. Mestilah banyak animal dekat sana, banyak habitat pula. The presence of space for reproduction. Contoh maknanya, ada tak space untuk reproduction tu? So kalau ada dan banyak, so itu adalah penting. Climatic conditions, yang ini yang kurang. Determine ni spread of animal ni masuk taburan tu, dan juga pembiakan lah. Climatic condition ni biasanya tak ambil kira. Maksudnya contoh macam climate, memang dia climate musim iklim sejuk. Kalau dekat iklim sejuk, memang dia dah adapt dengan iklim sejuk tu pun. So dia tak kisah pun. Yang sedikit mengelirukan ni adalah jawapan D, the sex of the animal. When we say the sex of the animal ni, kita nak cakap pasal jantina dia. Contohlah, we have a population of 10 rabbits. Ada 10 ekor rabbit. Kalau daripada 10 rabbits tu, satu betina, 9 jantan, you can start to predict the rate of reproduction. Very slow. I mean, you nak mengharapkan seekor betina tu sahaja yang ya, untuk pregnant and continue the cycle. So, the spread of animal tu lambat, tak banyak. Tak cepat. So tapi but if you turn the table over, maknanya kita terbalikkan situasi tu, we have 1 male and 9 females. So the rate of reproduction is very high. So the spread of animals would be very quick. Okay, main dalam beberapa bulan semua tu pregnant, menghasilkan population yang banyak. So that is what it meant. Alright, question number 15. 15, kita tengok siapa ni tadi, Priscilla. Okay, Priscilla. 15, Priscilla. The species richness in a community refers to the kekayaan spesies. Mestilah kita number of different species. Bukannya satu spesies tu ada berapa banyak ekor. Maksudnya when we speak about species richness ni, bukanlah macam buaya tu ada 100 ekor, the species richness is high. No. What is meant by species richness is high. Okay, kita ada species of buaya, kita ada kita ada population of buaya, kita ada population of lembu, kita ada population of birds, hawks, eagle, fish, turtle, banyak species. That is species richness. Okay, so question number 16, we look at Suryana. 16, mana 16 Suryana? 16. Suryana, kenapa tak jawab? Suryana, are you here? Suryana. 16, kenapa tak jawab? The only question yang you tak tahu ke, Suryana?
Rasanya sebab tak nak tiru rasanya hari tu.
Apa? Macam mana? Tak sempat tiru?
Tiru.
Keliru. Okay, ingat tiru. Keliru. Okay, we do it together. Okay, Suryana. Later I'm going to ask you again, ya. Which are the factors, tercabut pula apa aku punya headphone ni. Which are the factors that generally characterize terrestrial biomes? Okay, macam ni. What's the pointer itu? Okay, so apa yang dimaksudkan dengan terrestrial biomes ni? Biomes ni adalah the parts of the bukan world, the parts of the earth that can be inhabited, yang boleh diduduki, boleh didiami. Boleh okay. So, apakah faktor yang menentukan itu? So mestilah kita perlukan water. Kita also needs to temperature. I mean yang boleh didiami. Kalau temperature is very high or very low, kan sukar untuk didiami. So one is correct. Two is also correct. Number three, vegetation types. Vegetation types ni bukannya vegetable, tapi dia merujuk kepada tumbuh-tumbuhan. If that part of the land or area is so barren, barren ni sangat tandus, tak boleh tumbuh apa-apa, macam mana nak jadikan dia biome yang boleh ditinggali, I mean didiami. Can be inhabited, bahasa Melayu Inggerisnya inhabited, bila tukar bahasa Melayu saya tak tahu tukar apa. Yang boleh didiami, tak boleh lah. So bila ada vegetation types yang tertentu, so dia akan characterize biomes tersebut. Contohnya dekat contoh biomes tundra. So kalau tundra tu water I mean dia punya water humidity dia macam mana, temperature dia macam mana, jenis pokok yang hidup dekat sana tu macam mana, and also last but not least is the climate condition. So bila climate condition tu sesuai, climate condition yang tentu hanya boleh adapted by several organisms sahaja. Several organisms tu maknanya pokok dan haiwan lah. Okay, macam saya ambil contoh tadi, biomes tundra kan. Tundra tu maknanya ataupun savannah ke, savannah tu lebih mudah sikit. Tak apa, you guys boleh tengok study lebih detail lah. Kata kalau macam contoh savannah. Savannah tu kering. So kalau kering, padang pasir apa semua, you guys can correct me if I'm wrong ya. So hanya certain animal dan pokok saja boleh tinggal dekat situ. So jawapannya adalah D. Saya double check balik 16, betul D. So ni jawapan dia. Alamak saya tak I can make a correction over here. Wait, mana pen? Sekejap, pen warna merah. So jawapannya adalah ini. Alright. So what contributes to the input of the nutrient? Sorry, why I stick on with you? Sorry. So kita dah settle. So Rena, so saya nak gerak ke atas ni. Okay, last is Yushahmina, but not last question. Kita look at question number 17. Yushahmina 17. Okay, what contributes to the input of the nutrient in the profounder zone of a lake ecosystem? So profounder ni adalah kawasan yang tak kena cahaya matahari, dan mostly dia adalah kawasan bawah. So bila kawasan bawah tu dia terdiri daripada kawasan air yang tidak terima cahaya matahari, dan bawah dia itu adalah benthic zone. Benthic zone tu adalah dasar tasik ataupun kolam. Okay. Alright. So daripada mana datangnya nutrien untuk profounder ni? Adakah daripada sunlight? Mestilah tidak. Kan saya dah cakap tadi, profounder ni yang tak terima cahaya matahari. Tang celaman lagi kita nak cakap pasal sunlight. So sunlight ni bukan. Floating algae. So floating yang terapung saja. Mana boleh dia kan kat bahagian bawah. Macam mana nak turun ke bawah? Namanya pun terapung. Okay, dead organic matter from benthic zone. Okay, so actually I think I can do this a quick one. Alamak, wait ya. Lake ecosystem. Saya tak sama tu lake ecosystem. So basically okay. Saya boleh draw lake ecosystem macam ni, lake ecosystem. So profounder adalah kawasan sini, ni yang tak terima cahaya matahari ni, and bawah sekali ni adalah benthic zone. Benthic zone ni adalah lapisan yang terenap tu lah. Macam mana kawasan ni nak terima yang daripada bawah, dia tak naik ke atas, so bukan juga daripada benthic zone. So dia dapat makan daripada mana? Daripada yang bahagian lapisan atas ni. So yang ini dekat sini adalah dead organic matter from littoral zone dan limnatic zone yang turun ke bawah sini. Itulah sumber nutriennya. Okay, so we will go back randomly sampai untuk question number 18. Okay, saya stop dekat Luciana. Luciana punya number 18. Mana 18? 15/20 Luciana. Okay, which of the following, sorry. Which of the following best define biosphere? Okay, biosphere, adakah dia global climate? Bukan. It's not about climate. Adakah atmosphere? Bukan. Part of Earth where life exists. Okay, so pun bukan juga biosphere. Itu adalah biomes. Okay, biosphere ni adalah part of Earth where breathable air exists. Maknanya muka bumi lah, part muka bumi yang ada udara untuk di bukan udara ni, where breathable air is, maknanya ada kandungan udara. So itulah biosphere. Apa yang bukan biosphere? Contohnya dekat dalam earth, deeper crust tu, mana yang dekat dalam permukaan bumi yang ada mantle, itu bukan biosphere. Walaupun kita bercakap berkenaan dengan kenapa kita tak guna just sahaja term earth, maknanya the planet earth is tak. When we use the term biosphere, bermaksud permukaan bumi yang ada udara untuk di breathable air, yang untuk dihirup lah kan, macam tu. So maknanya it does not include the mantle, yang earth core semua tu, tidak. Gitu. Alright, and that is number 18. And number 19, kita tengok dekat Erica 19. Mana Erica 19? You're 19. Okay. Why are the most of the food chains in why are most of the food chains in an ecosystems usually short? Ini kita dah always faham lah. It's a repetition only. Most of the energy in a traffic level is lost during as it passes the next higher level. Okay, so mana dia akan hilang, sebab tu tak boleh nak sampai more daripada fifth traffic level. Okay, kita tengok dekat Dayang Amira for last but not least question. Question number 20. Dayang, where's your number 20? Okay, over here. Okay, for this question, okay, we are settled just about in time. Which of the following organisms involved in the nitrogen fixation? Kejap. Why are you having 20 ni jawapannya D? 20 ni jawapannya A. Saya dah double check dah. Jawapan dia ni. Where's my ink? Wait. Jawapan dia A. So ni salah. Bukannya D. So I'm going to explain. Which of the following organisms involved in the nitrogen fixation ecosystem? In ecosystem. Nitrogen fixation bermaksud, mana tadi tu? Fixing nitrogen ni bermaksud ambil nitrogen daripada atmosfer masuk ke dalam tanah. Bukannya fix nitrogen yang dalam bentuk nitrate tu. Tapi nanti saya boleh double check balik. So for my first quick understanding dekat sini adalah saya tahu jawapan dia bukan nitrosomonas. Okay. Sebab nitrosomonas ni dia fix, dia bukan directly fix the nitrogen gas daripada atmosphere tu. So when I know jawapan dia bukan nitrosomonas, in a way it gives me a good hint jawapannya adalah A, which is nostoc dan anabena. I know in our example, in our lecture notes, we use other organisms. Okay, kita tengok dekat sini. Saya dah ada buat tadi, mana? Sekejap. I missed it. Sekejap. Yang ini dah ada pun tadi. Okay, so kita tahu nitrosomonas ni tadi, tadi apa contohnya? Ya, nitrosomonas ni dia ammonia is oxidized to nitrate. Dia tukarkan ammonia kepada nitrate ion. So ini adalah dalam proses nitrification. Okay. Kalau yang kita katakan fixing nitrogen fixing soil bacteria ni adalah point yang number 1. Nitrogen fixation. So lightning boleh buat. Okay. So sorry, bawah dia. Okay. Ini adalah industrial fixation through Haber process. So kita tak sentuh pasal itu. Ke saya termiss? Ni sorry, yang ni biological fixation. Dia dibuat oleh Rhizobium, dia dibuat oleh Azotobacter dan juga Clostridium. Dan juga on top of that also dibuat oleh Nostoc SP dan juga Anabena. Okey, so walaupun dia tak bagi dua contoh ni, tapi kita tahu jawapan dia bukan nitrosomonas. So the answer is A, 1 and 2. Okay, so I am going to end this session just rightly on time. Okay, so thank you for your time and your kehadiran semua ada dekat sini. Okay, so kita sudahi dengan tasbih kafarah dan surah wal as, and I'm going to end this recording. Okay, saya nak minta, ada siapa kat sini? Sekejap. Okay, tak apa. Kita sudahi tasbih kafarah dan surah wal as. Okay, wal as innal insana lafi khusr illa alladhina amanu wa